it's even more critical that institutions help researchers to think about these issues through, well, the kinds of things that you're doing, the kinds of responsible conduct of research activities, town halls, and so on that Duke is doing, and any type of outreach into the scientific community to help people really reorient themselves, as well as listen to what researchers have to say, and that needs to be sensitively done as well. I've always tried to avoid preaching to researchers in my RCR activities and educational efforts, because I don't think that's an effective thing to do. We need to engage them from their perspective and listen to what they say are the challenges and difficulties in their workplace, and then weave into that discussion the recognition of the importance of ethics and integrity. So I would say that is what I would recommend is most important in the world of researchers right now, is to really talk in a structured way, perhaps in both a formal and informal way, about ethical challenges, about all these things that I mentioned, so that they're not taken for granted. They don't just disappear into the vortex of everyday activity and practices. That, I think, leads to people second-guessing themselves, feeling that they're justified in cutting corners in terms of quality, and potentially even, doing things that that rise to the level of deception or fraud. And that's what we want to avoid at all costs. So, one could turn this around a little bit and say, yeah, this all sounds really negative, but I do think there's a silver lining here, and that has to do with, COVID-19 being a very special time in which we're learning a lot about ourselves and our limitations and our abilities, ability to persevere. And why not also use it as an opportunity to reflect on some of the core or foundational things that support good science and good scientific practice. And ultimately that comes down to the integrity of investigators and researchers, and willingness to always do your work ethically.